This is a quick review of finding slope from your good old junior high days. To begin with, it's important to remember that slope is often abbreviated with the letter M, which is kind of weird, but what the heck, we got to go with it. The two most common ways you're going to find slope in algebra is y minus y over x minus x or rise over run. We'll use them both in these following examples. In this first example, we have points, and by the way, remember that every ordered pair is really an x and a y, and since it's not on a graph, but rather we have points, this formula is probably going to be the easiest way to do it, and I'm just going to follow the formula. Here's a y value and here's a y value, so I'm going to do this y value minus the other y value, the 1 minus the 4. Whatever direction I went with on the top, I have to go the same direction in the denominator. So I have to go 4 minus a minus 2. And when I do that, I get a negative 3 on the top and a 6 on the bottom. I can reduce that fraction to be negative 1/2. In the example that you see right underneath it, I used the same 2 points, but now I went in the opposite order. For my y minus y in the numerator, I went 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1. That means I need to go the same order with the x's, so negative 2 minus 4, negative 2 minus 4. And by the time I simplify it, I wind up in the same answer. So it doesn't matter what order you go in the numerator as long as you follow the same order in the denominator. In these next two examples, we're going to use rise over run, which is easier when you have a graph. So we're going to concentrate on line A, and I'm going to start at one point and go to the other. To go from here, I first think about how far up or down do I go. And I go down 1, 2, 3 units downward. That means my rise was negative 3, because I went down 3, and now I go right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right is to the positive direction, so a negative 3 divided by 6 reduces to a negative 1/2 for my slope. For the last example, the slope of the blue line, line B, I could start here, and if I go rise, 1, 2, 3, run, 1, 2, positive 2. I don't even have to reduce that or anything. I have rise 3, right 2. Rise 3, right 2. But somebody else could do something different. They could start here and they could say, I'm going to have a rise downward, so they might say the rise is negative 3. Down 3, left 2. Left 2 means negative 2. Negative 3 rise, negative 2 run, but a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and you wind up with the same answer as the other person.